channel, guys. Today I have a fun facts video about taxis in Zanzi. So stay tuned to watch and have a laugh. Fact number one, taxis are lawless. They will go through a red light if they see a customer standing right after it, and they won't even care. They'll create a lane, they'll get onto the sidewalk. Anything is good to get some cash. They are never full. They see you on the street and you're stopping them, even if they're supposed to be full, they will create space. They will sit you in between the driver and the passenger seat. They'll sit you on the front aisle where the feet are supposed to be at. They'll have you standing on the sides if they can. Like, taxis are never full. They will squeeze you until they can, okay? As much as they can, for as long as they can, and still have you pay. They have codes, right? Whether you're new or old, you have to get acquainted. If you're standing outside, they do this and this and this and this and this, and you gotta know what it all means, right? Inside the taxi, there's also keywords like robot, bus stop, after robot, short left, short right, what else? Like, they have all these codes for stopping. Like, you can't say, oh, I'm gonna stop at, you know, whatever, a junction. People will stare at you. And, you know, you just gotta be quick and be like, okay, after robot, second robot, short left, short right. Okay, thank you, bye-bye. When it's peak times, you're gonna get to your destination quite all right. But when it's off peak, you need to schedule an extra hour. They will literally stop at every pedestrian on the street and ask if they want to go to town. Like, they'll go into everyone's street, every corner, every lane, every drive-through, and if they find somebody like a mile away, they will reverse and drive to that person and ask, down, 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 down. And then you're like, no, and then they drive off again. And it's like, seriously? Can we get to our destination already? But when it's peak and there's traffic, oh Lord, they become the best thing you've ever had because they have shortcuts. They will create little pathways and avenues, and they'll beat the traffic, and you best believe you'll get to where you're going in record time. They know the roads, okay? They know their routes. And they know routes A, B, C, D, E, F, G in case of traffic. There is taxi etiquette. Okay, in a taxi, never sit in the front if you don't want to count money and if you don't want to be accountable for any missing cash. Don't sit in the front next to the driver, that is, if you don't want to have every other person sending you their money and then collecting it all. Don't sit in the front if you don't want to be the person or handing over the cash cuppies or whatever, handing over things from the condi, who is the commander-in-chief, to the driver and back and forth. The best seat in a taxi is literally the one behind the driver next to the window, okay? Nobody bugs you, nobody sends you their money because that's the job of the middle guy. And you get the view, you get the window and the fresh air if you need it because somebody's armpit is gonna stink. And you don't get squeezed as much, and there's nobody on your other side, so you have a little bit of your own space, okay? Never sit in the middle if you can, because you will spend your whole trip sending money, taking money, receiving money, being squeezed. If you sit next to the door, you'll be in and out, hopping on and off every time somebody gets on, every time somebody gets off. Like, it'll be the most annoying thing ever. So know where you're sitting. I don't know how many facts these are now. When opening and closing the taxi door, say a prayer, because some of them get stuck, and if you jam it, you're gonna get beaten. If the door gets off of the hinge and literally comes off, you're gonna die. These people do not play, okay? It's best you leave the door open and run rather than slamming it and it falling off or like getting jammed, because hell will break loose. Okay, these guys do not play. Half of them have guns and like they're bad tempered half of the time. So I warned you. Another crazy thing about taxis is that half of them are deaf, aka they will blow music to the roof and still expect people to converse and go on about their trip. Like, they'll be jamming all these house music, doom 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 doom, and you're like, are we in a club or are we like getting to work, or what's going on? Like, they have a party, full-on party in their taxis at any time of the day. It doesn't matter. They will blast the music on high and function. Like, to them, it's just normal. That still boggles my mind. I cannot understand it. So anyways, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Those were just some of my experiences riding taxis in South Africa. And don't get me wrong, it's such a beautiful country, and the environment, the culture is so rich. All these taxi experiences are part of what makes South Africa great, you know? So comment below if you've had similar experiences, if you've ever ridden taxis in South Africa, and let's get a conversation going in the comments below. I have a South African series that I'm starting, so be on the lookout for that. And it'll just be these kinds of videos, chit-chatting about what I experienced in South Africa and, you know, fun facts about the place. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video.